Hello, welcome to the FXReturn.com Forex Weekly Market Preview for November the 17th, 2008. You see the euro in the background at 26.20 right now. It's a little past 9:30 p.m. East Coast time, a little after 0200 GMT on the 18th. And let's take a look. We've got the euro in the deep downtrend. You can see we're in this downtrend channel. We tried to make a retracement. We could not close positive and then move upwards to this line so we can calculate a retracement. We have just formed a symmetrical triangle that we have broken out of and retouched. If the market is able to hold these levels, then you could see the market move up and we can start to calculate a retracement level, but we need to break this orange interior trend line to do so. Right now, let's take a little closer look at the euro. 26.18, look at the downtrend. This could be like a wave 3, a 4, Elliott wave, maybe 5 to the downside, but you've got 26.23. MACD is not building that deeply to the downside, but if this breaks out of this symmetrical triangle, then I think we could see lower levels looking at 2100. To the flip side, I need to see a close above 3080, which is right in this area. Up above this trend line, close above it, and then I can start to measure from top to bottom. And it comes out to a level probably in the 35s, somewhere like there. So there is potential for profit, but right now you have to look at the river still running negative. And until I can see that, I can't get amped up about buying the euros. We looked at this 60.37 as a good sell, another good sell in that area. The pound, same thing. We've just broken out of a descending triangle that we talked about last week in our Forex preview. It was shaping up a descending triangle with a flat bottom and a sloping downtrend, and we broke out of that. 49.79, the pound looks like it wants to turn, but I'm not really. The river is strong. These lines are separated. I'm not ready to get convinced yet. But let me tell you where I would look at is this 61.80 level right in here. If we can close above that area, that dot area, 60.80, above this orange trend line, same as euro, then I think we can calculate top to bottom. And I still think there's room in there. It comes out to a level closer to 7,400. So I'm not looking to go bottom fishing down here in either of these currencies. I need to see it retrace. It's already been a good run to the downside. We look at euro-yen, also in its downtrend. I'd like to measure from top to bottom like we will in the others. It would come out to 35.41, but I just can't do it yet. I don't have a good enough signal. It's not building a lot of down strength to the downside right now. But that could change. The river, I look at this as the crossover of these two moving averages. It's pushing pretty hard to the down. I don't want to be the one swimming against the stream, because we all know how that ends up for the salmon. Now, we look at dollar Swiss, 1994. I've taken the liberty of doing some Fibonacci wave targeting here, and I'm coming up with a level 2242 as a potential next stop for the dollar Swiss. It's moving the opposite, and then above that I got 2622 as we fill out this trend channel. It may not go in one shot. We've got the euro coming down, pound coming down, dollar Swiss going up. The euro-yen's coming down with the euro. Let's take a look at the dollar-yen where, there's another symmetrical triangle. That's a rising bottom. These are equal. Sloping top, 96.69. The flow is downward. If we can build some momentum here on the MACD and it breaks through, it could pour down 95.50 first level. Let's look at Canadian dollar. Canadian had a good run up. Retracement, this is a very important level. It's 24.59. We're 22.96. If this is one way this way, and then you're looking like A, B, C down, if it continues to build momentum above the trigger and takes out these tops, well, then I think we have to look at continuing this uptrend. Right now, the trend, as defined by the crossover of two moving averages, still seems to be up. So don't look really to flow against the river. Dollar Canadian, dollar Swiss are moving together right now. Euro, yen, and yen are moving together. Let's take a look at something else that I've seen on my charts. This is the Australian dollar. There's a potential reverse head and shoulders pattern. So if you refer to our Forex training class, you can see it. But that would be what's called the bottom left shoulder. There's the head. There's the right shoulder. So I'm not a big one to speculate on right shoulders to say, oh, well, if it holds, it could go up and break the neckline. No. We got to come up above 170. This would be akin to 30.80 in the euro. Then I can measure top to bottom and think, okay, reverse head and shoulders. Maybe I'll break this neckline. I'll take it to the first retracement level. It's 500 pips. That's one potentiality. The other potentiality is a sloping trend line through this bottom of the right shoulder. If this breaks through, look at the trend. The river's running right down through. If this breaks through, there's nothing to hold it until we get to, the retouch down here, 57 level. Doesn't look very strong to me. It's still a potential reverse head and shoulders. But for me to buy, I got to break the neckline. But I don't have to break the neckline to sell. It breaks these levels and close below this sloping trend line. I can look at 5,700. Let's look for clues in the New Zealand dollar. There's a kind of funky reverse head and shoulders, not really holding up. It's really pushing. A lot of weight on it, coming down, still building to the downside. This is the last trend line, 54.98. If we get through here, I think we're going to push to much lower levels, wherever the bottom of this trend channel would come, 52. Look at the Aussie. You could see the potentiality. New Zealand's already through this left shoulder. Aussie, not quite yet, but it may follow. You got the symmetrical triangle in dollar yen that will move down. The dollar pair is moving up. Euro yen 22.09. The pound wants to turn. It looks like it, but I think it's a little strong here. 49.85. Little too much pressure to the downside. Same with euro, 26.23. Let's take a look at our calendar at our website, fxreturn.com. We have a free membership. All free members get our news trading plans, our live trade on news videos of these live events, this technical analysis video, so much more at our website in our member center. Let's scroll down. It's GMT 2:46 on Tuesday. And as we scroll down, let's take a look at our Trade on News weekly alert. You can find it right there. It's a handy reference for you to be able to check all of our high-impact news events for the coming week that we have a trading plan for. Later on, GMT today, 9:30 GMT, we got the CPI figures out of the UK year over year. We've also got US PPI at 8:30 a.m. East Coast tomorrow at the 18th, Tuesday. Wednesday's followed by our 8:30 U.S. core CPI numbers. The PPI figures coming from the day before. Following day, retail sales out of the UK at 9:30. That's 4:30 a.m. East Coast time. Retail sales figures. And then we finish up with Canadian core CPI, 7 a.m. Friday. So, there's one or two events each day coming up for the rest of the week. So look to take advantage of our Talon auto trading software. Check our trade on news plans for each of these news events that you can find at our website at fxreturn.com. So for Monday, this is our weekly Forex preview. We've got our numbers, 11/18/08. It's GMT Tuesday already, and let's get ready. We got the Swiss franc as a big opportunity this week, I think, as breaks at this 2.0, I think, are good for a couple hundred pips to the upside. So thanks so much for following along today with us, and I will see you tomorrow for our live time video of our next Trade on News event, US PPI, month over month. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.